Whether it's to make enchanted books, trade paper with villagers, brew speed potions, cartography, or just to bake a pretty cake, everyone uses sugarcane. My barn needed a silo, so I designed the farm to fit inside a circular building. Using observers, it is more compact, but also more expensive than sugarcane farms from previous versions. You will want to make a source pond nearby for water collection and jumping into as you build. You will need about a stack of regular and trap chests, and half a stack of hoppers total. For each level of sugarcane, you will need 40 pistons and 22 observers. The base is a circle that is 15 blocks wide. Start with 5 blocks, then 2, 1 on the corner, 2, and 5 on the side, all the way around. In the center of the building, we'll make a square of chests that is 5 blocks per side. Alternate between normal and trapped unless you are playing in update 1.13 or later, then you can use all regular chests. You will want at least 2 layers so that there is enough room to walk inside, but you can make the storage taller. I added a 3rd row, which gives me 24 double chests. Place a hopper facing into the back of each chest. Start in the corners where you can only see half of the chest, and then fill in the middles. Above them, create a ring of hoppers. This will allow items to flow into the next set of chests when the one before fills up. Place 1 more hopper in the center, facing your entrance. Making all those hoppers and pistons will require a lot of iron. I try to build an iron farm as early as possible because it is so important for automation. Finding and moving villagers is easy enough early game. Apparently, you can just put villagers in a boat now and row away over the ground. We will be using water to channel our sugarcane into the hoppers. Place top slabs above your chests so that they can still be opened and the water will flow properly. Now, create a trench over the hoppers that is 13 blocks long, extending to 1 block inside the walls. Make sure to place a sign above the middle hopper so the water can't flow down and push your sugarcane away from the collection point. Block off the ends of the trough. Perpendicular to the first trough, place 11 dirt blocks on either side of the center, leaving it open for items to fall through. You can replace the wood blocks with anything. I would suggest using cobble if the fire tick is not turned off on your server. 1 lightning strike, and this whole thing would burn down. Leaving a gap of 2 blocks, make a slightly shorter line of dirt that is 9 blocks long. Place your filler blocks over and down one, leaving the break in the center. We want the water to flow through this point, so do not place any signs. On the opposite side of the first trench, do the same thing. Skip 2 and place 9 dirt blocks and filler blocks beside them. Create a 1 block wide channel next to each row of dirt. Then pour a single bucket of water at both ends. The water should flow towards the middle where the drain is. Fill in the sides of the silo by following the circle we built on the ground. The 2 rows of dirt in the center share a channel, while the ones on the outside have their own. At this point, check that all 3 streams are sending items into the storage. Throw something that you haven't been building with into the water and look in all the chests on the bottom row. You should find the items in 3 of them. If they are not there, you have a problem somewhere. It will be much easier to fix now than when you finish the build. Assuming everything is working, plant sugarcane on all of the dirt blocks. Sugarcane grows at the same rate on both dirt and sand, but using the dirt allows us to stack the farm more efficiently. On the same level as the sugarcane, fill in the 2 block gaps between the rows with solid blocks. Sugarcane does not actually need light to grow, but I think windows make the silo look more interesting because you can see the reeds inside as they get harvested. Make sure to use solid glass blocks. not the glass panes. If you want a traditional windowless silo, you still need solid blocks here to make sure the sugarcane falls into the water when it is broken. Place a regular piston pointed at each sugarcane, 11 facing the center and 9 facing out on both sides. If you put the 2 pistons on the ends, they will push the wall away from the building. It's okay to use sticky pistons if you happen to already have a lot of them. Stagger observers above the pistons. The light gray side should be facing the sugarcane. There will be 6 observers facing the central stream and 5 facing the other side. Fill in the gaps between observers with solid blocks and cover the circuit with redstone dust. When a sugarcane grows to 3 blocks, the observer will send a signal to the block behind it and activate the redstone dust. The signal then travels down through the block and to the piston below it. Because the circuit is less than 15 blocks long, the signal can be carried to every piston on that side of the farm. There is some loss from the top row not falling into the water, but it is low compared to how much sugarcane you will get. We are now done with the first level. Do a test to make sure the circuits are working as intended. As you can imagine, the rest of the floors will be built in the same way. The only difference is that we will put signs under the openings in our water troughs. To begin the next level, make rows of dirt directly above the sugarcane. Use half slabs below the channels, leaving a gap in the middle. Place a sign here to let the items fall through while keeping the water contained. And that's all there is to it. As far as redstone machines go, this one is pretty simple and self-explanatory. It could easily be modified to fit inside a larger circle if you have the resources. Of course, you can build as many layers as you want. I think 3 layers will produce more than enough sugarcanes for us. I have not done testing, and I don't know how badly it will affect lag, so you might not want to make it a sugarcane skyscraper. There are much more server-friendly designs out there if you are wanting a huge farm. They use an external timer, such as a daylight sensor, to activate all of the pistons at once. I play with a couple of other people on an SMP server, and between us, it was not difficult to find enough nether quartz to make the observers. You will definitely want to bring a Fortune 3 pickaxe to the nether with you. Just a friendly reminder, unlike the other minerals in Minecraft, quartz blocks cannot be turned back into the gems. Once you are happy with the height, you can top it all off with a nice dome. Start by building a half circle vertically over the silo. From the center on any of the sides, go in 1 block and up 2, up and over 1, up and over 2, then up and over 5. I found a very handy guide for building domes at Instructables.com titled How to Make a Glass Dome on Minecraft. We are not using glass, but it is still applicable. I will be using their graphics in the top right corner to describe each layer as I build it. So don't worry about trying to follow along with me, just build the circle in the picture. As with the wood, if your world has fire tick, you'll want to use something other than wool. Concrete looks great and isn't too terrible to make. For the silo walls, it may be useful to drop the concrete powder from the top when you are done, then pour water on the outside to harden it. Also, red and white clay spawn naturally in mesa biomes, if you can find one. I hope you enjoyed this video, or at least found it useful in some way. Feel free to leave suggestions for any projects you'd like to see me build in the future. Thank you for watching.